Hi, today we are talking about mastering the art of selecting ideal clients. Hey there, everyone, and welcome to another exciting live session. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that's crucial for all you online service-based entrepreneurs out there, the art of selecting your ideal clients. And when I say ideal, I mean those people you really love to work with and have a great time, that really need and value what you have. Hold on, I've got some things happening here. If you're here with me live, say hello. Just want to make sure. Okay, everything looks good. I was just thinking like, oh, maybe I was getting dinged because something was off. But anyway, these are the people that just really love that you really love to work with and that you have a great time with, that really value what you offer. Okay. You know what I mean? And I'm Heather Blaze. I've been helping business owners since 1996. Started back in Canada, where we bought the master rights for Quiznos Canada, and we grew that from nothing to over 250 locations across the country. And then went on to do Taco Bell. Okay, I moved down to San Diego and as the director of operations for Taco Bell, Yum Brands, stuff like that. Just a little bit about me. I've been in the business for a long time, helping business owners succeed since then. So, and then I've had about 8 different businesses since then as well. And now I'm doing what I do now, which I love the most, very fulfilling, very satisfying. And that is helping entrepreneurs set up their business system so that they can have time and money freedom to do what they love to do. So now I know firsthand how tempting it can be to accept every potential client that comes your way, especially when you could use that extra income. I mean, who doesn't need or want extra cash that each client brings, right? But here's the truth, saying yes to the wrong clients can actually do more harm than good in the long run. And why do I say this? Well, just think about it. When you're stuck working with those clients who aren't the right fit for your offer, it can really drain your time and your energy and your resources. And ultimately, it can hinder your business growth. So imagine you're working with a client who isn't the right fit for your offer. Maybe they don't fully understand your service or its value, or perhaps their needs and expectations don't really align with what you can realistically deliver. In any case, this mismatch can have significant consequences for your business. So consider your drain on time, right? When you're dealing with a client who isn't the right fit, it often means spending extra time explaining things or addressing misunderstandings or trying to meet expectations that may not be feasible. And this can really eat the time that you could be spending with clients who would be a better fit and, on other crucial aspects of growing their business, especially for those who have a hard time setting boundaries. And there's that energy drain. Working with clients who aren't a good fit can be really emotionally exhausting. So you might find yourself constantly stressed or frustrated or trying to make things work in a situation where they're just not clicking. And this emotional toll can impact your overall well-being and your motivation, making it harder to show up fully for your business and your clients. And let's not forget about the drain on your resources, whether it's spending extra money on tools or resources to try and accommodate a difficult client, or simply missing out on opportunities to maybe generate more revenue because you're tied up dealing with so many problems, working with the wrong people. It can really be a drain on your financial resources as well. So ultimately, all of these drains on your time, your energy, your resources can add up and really hinder your business growth. So instead of focusing on moving forward and reaching your goals, you're kind of stuck spinning your wheels, trying to make a square peg fit in a round hole. And I actually created a 5-minute video, or not a 5-minute video, a video about the 5 dysfunctional business models that keep you broke. Um, and it really dives deeper into what I'm talking about here. So if you want more clarity and you want to see that, it's a free video that I have in my Facebook group called the Business Growth Blueprint. And you're welcome to join that. It's on Facebook. Or if you want the link, just put it here in the comments and be happy to get you that link. So hopefully that'll give you some more clarity on if you're stuck kind of spinning your wheels, trying to make that square peg fit into that round hole. It's so important to be really selective about the clients that you're working with. So by focusing on attracting and serving those who are the right fit for your offer, you can conserve your time, your energy, and your resources, allowing you to really channel them into activities that will actually drive your business forward. So now the question is, how do you avoid falling into that trap of attracting the wrong people? How do you ensure that you're working with clients who truly benefit from what you have to offer? Well, it all comes down to mastering the art of selection. It's about being discerning and intentional about the ones that you choose to work with. And I know if you don't have the right system set up to get the right people finding you, calling you, and paying you consistently on autopilot, that could make it a lot more challenging too, because you don't have that flow. You don't have that knowing that someone is going to be on the call tomorrow or the next day that might be a better fit, right? So you're kind of in this um, scarcity mode, right? So in order to get out of the scarcity mode, you really need a proven process to that works over and over again, and make sure that you have that steady stream of ideal clients finding you and calling you and paying you, so then you don't get into that scarcity mode. Does that make sense? So you see, in the high ticket world too, it isn't just about making money. It's about delivering exceptional value to clients who generally genuinely need and appreciate your expertise. And that means that sometimes the most caring thing you can do is to gracefully say no, when you know that your offer isn't the right fit for that person. It's about prioritizing the integrity of your service over the immediate financial gain. And by doing this, you're not only protecting your business, but you're also ensuring that your focus remains on those clients who will truly thrive under your guidance. So, for example, I have so many examples of this. I can't remember, maybe a couple of weeks ago, I had somebody call me, and they were I said, "So what's going on? What's your biggest challenge?" And she said, "Well, my biggest challenge is finding clients." And I said, "Okay. So, and what is it that you offer? What service do you offer for your clients?" And she said, "Well, I help my clients grow their business." And I said, "Well, what do you mean by that? Like, how do you help them grow their business?" And she said, "Well, I help them, get more clients." And I was like, "Well, wait a minute here. There's some incongruency there. Why not just do what you do for your clients for yourself, if that's what your expertise is, right?" So right away, I was like, there's a disconnect. This isn't going to work. This person is not a good fit for me. Even though she was wanting to work with me, I said, that doesn't really work. You can't teach somebody something that you don't know. If you can't do it for yourself, how are you going to teach it for other people? So anyway, that's just an example of not a right fit, or someone I didn't take on. I could have probably enrolled her and into my program, but I was just like, it doesn't align. It doesn't align with my values and what I want to help people do. You know what I mean? People need to have integrity. They need to be congruent. They need to have a service. They need to be an expert in what they do before they can teach it to other people. And right away, if she couldn't do it for herself, that was like, okay, red flag. If she can't do it for herself, how's she going to do it for other people? It just didn't make sense. You know what I mean? So let me just double check here if there's any comments, and feel free to comment if you have any questions, or again, if you're here with me live, let me know. And if you're here on the replay, you can let me know that too. And if you have any questions, even for the replay, just let me know. So anyway, selecting ideal clients, it's an art form. Okay. It involves a combination of strategy, intuition, and really clear communication. Here's how a service-based entrepreneur can really go about mastering his art. You want to first identify ideal client profile. Start by clearly defining who your ideal client is. So consider factors such as demographics, psychographics, industry, pain points, geographic location, things like that. Maybe budget, level of commitment is also a good one. And what are their goals, right? And the more specific that you can be, the easier it will be to identify those potential clients who align with what you offer. I spend about 5 of the 8 weeks of my program guiding my clients through really specific exercises while using my proprietary niche and coding system, which goes so deep into the psychology of their ideal clients so that we can really uncover the exact words to use in their messaging that will resonate really deeply with those ready to buy prospects that are searching for them. And that's what helps set them apart and stand out against all that noise in social media. Those factors like demographics and psychographics and industry and pain points, et cetera, those are surfacey things. Those are just the tip of the iceberg stuff. what you really need to do, like by clearly defining who your client is on a really deep level, is what really works and is how to create quality content versus just quantity. And that's what gets really people to take action, right? Having that quality. For example, in my business, I only help experts, like I said, and service based entrepreneurs who can get those really good results for clients. Like they have to be coachable, they have to be resourceful, and they have to be committed. They have to have knowledge, wisdom, and expertise so that I can help them bundle their value into a high ticket offer. If they're just teaching, teaching somebody how to play the piano or something like that, then that's not going to work. Sorry, I just got a call coming in. I thought I had my do not disturb on. Someone's calling me. What is going on? Anyway, like I said, if they're just, teaching someone how to play the piano or playing the accordion or something like that, it's just not going to cut it. I can't do that. So you got to develop that criteria that potential clients must meet in order to be considered a good fit for your service, right? Clarify these things, and that'll help you quickly access whether a potential client is worth pursuing or not. Does that make sense? Okay. On to the next one, the second one. Actually, I got to take a sip of water first. Awesome. So the second one is qualifying your leads early. Like, don't wait until you're deep into a sales conversation to determine if a potential client is a good fit. Use tools like questionnaires, discovery calls, or pre-screening assessments to really qualify these leads early in the process. So having what I call a VFO, it's a valuable free offer is what I call it, a VFO, that they could watch on autopilot or read beforehand, so that it really does a bunch of stuff. Like it effectively filters out your audience. So this will save you time and energy by focusing on efforts for the prospects, once you do get there. Because by the time they do get there, if it's all done properly, if it's all laid out properly, that valuable free offer should position you as the go-to against the competition. It should weed out the people you wouldn't want to talk to or work with and bring in the people that you would. I mean, it might get about 20% that squeak by and don't bother watching it or anything like that. But then you can quickly say, hey, did you watch my VFO, or did you read my VFO? Okay, great. What stood out to you the most, right? So you're getting that feedback. And if they haven't watched it, you can send them away and say, hey, go do that and then come back, because it saves everybody time. Okay. Anyway, plus they're more likely to convert um, into clients, because they'll really, it's very strategic and there's a formula to doing it right. But when it's done correctly, it just saves so much time. Like I said, it positions you as the expert. It weeds out those who you wouldn't want to talk to, and it brings in the ideal in order to be able to scale your business as well. So also during these initial conversations with potential clients, you want to really listen carefully to what they say and don't say, and pay attention to their goals, their challenges, and their expectations, and assess, whether those really align for you or not. Does that make sense? Put in the comments here if that makes sense. And also, okay, cool. If you want me to know who you are, you can put your name here in the chat too, because I can't see your name. For some reason, I don't see the comments on Facebook for some reason. I don't know why. And so I'm using this other thing that it shows the comments, but it doesn't really show who you are until after. I'll see it after if you don't want to share who you are, and then I'll DM you with the dysfunctional business practice thing for sure. Or yeah, or I'll just put it in the chat like I said before. I think I said that. Okay, cool. So anyway, yeah, just trust your intuition, right? If something feels off, it's okay. It's okay to walk away. So let's move on to number 3. You need to educate and set really clear boundaries. And by educate, I mean you need to educate them about your process, okay, about your expertise and your unique approach. So this way you empower your potential clients to make a really informed decision about whether your services are really the right fit for their specific needs, right? You should also communicate your boundaries, your expectations, and policies before you start working together. This includes things like payment terms, communication, like communication channels, project scope, and turnaround times. How long is it going to take to get that result? So, setting those boundaries up front, it really helps manage client expectations and prevents a lot of misunderstandings down the road. So, by following these simple steps in honing your ability to select ideal clients, you'll not only attract clients who are a better fit for your service, but also you're going to build stronger, more successful client relationships in the long run. Okay. So before you jump into your next client call or sign that contract or anything, just take that moment. Take that moment to consider whether does this client align with your values, with your expertise, and your overall vision for your business? Remember, it's not just about the money. It's about building a reputation as a high ticket service provider who genuinely cares about their client's success. And I'd love to be able to hear your thoughts on this topic. So just drop your questions here and your comments so I know what they are. That would be amazing if you have any questions. Awesome. Just say hi. Just say hi and let me know. Cool. So let's see. Where are we? Uh, uh, uh. Oh, yes. So, all about mastering your art and selecting your ideal clients. Again, to recap, we talked about, like I said, how do you do this? So, we emphasized on how being stuck working with clients who aren't the right fit for your offer can really drain your time, your energy, and your resources. And ultimately, it can really hinder your business growth. So, to avoid falling into this trap, to ensure that you're working with clients who truly benefit from what you have to offer, you should master the art of selecting ideal clients. And we explored 3 ways to do that. Number 1 was define your ideal client profile. The more specific you can be, the easier it will be to identify those potential clients who align with your offer. Getting those quality leads early, pre-screening with a valuable free offer and a questionnaire and a discovery call, whatever works for your particular business. Also educate and set clear boundaries. Make sure that you discuss your processes, discuss your expertise and your unique approach, as well as your boundaries, your expectations, and your policies from the beginning. So that's all for today. If you still feel unsure about how to identify your ideal people and you need help in attracting them as well, just type the word ideal in the comments and I or someone from my team will be super happy to get back to you with a DM. I hope to see you again next Thursday for another fun discussion. I'm here every Thursday at typically 3 p.m. Pacific time. I've had to bump it up to an hour early for the next few weeks because my son's got an after school thing. But typically 3 p.m. Pacific time, 6 p.m. Eastern time, I'm here either in the Business Growth Blueprint group on Facebook or on YouTube. You can catch me live. Otherwise, yeah, come and see the replay and feel free to comment there as well. I'm happy to answer questions if you have any questions about any challenges, if you're feeling stuck or overwhelmed or like you're spinning your wheels or anything like that, then just put it in the comments and I'd be happy to answer that for you. I've been doing this for 20 plus years, so probably seen it all. Awesome. Oh, hey, Mike. Nice to see you. You're the best too. And yeah, we'll get that link in the comments there. So stick around and hope to see you in the future. Take care, everyone.